Rivalry week, and we love that. But today in the Vivo IPL, it's a big matchup because it's KKR versus CSK. Fair enough. I noticed you just took half a bite of it. But look, it's beautiful to have both of you in our studios here, because what is it about rivalries, Michael, that brings out the best in you? That's exactly the way, because DK has looked up to Tala Dhoni, hasn't hit. There'll be a beautiful situation to see them going head to head. Yellow in Kolkata, can't we? There's a sea of yellow. It's emotional when you put the words together, Chennai Super Kings and MS Dhoni. And this form that MS Dhoni is in right now, this is Dhoni 3.0. This yellow jersey seems to have brought out the finisher, the best, the vintage MS Dhoni. We've got Sunny G standing by in Kolkata. Sunny, I'm going to come straight to you. We've control, because we've all spoken about it as experts and analysts, is the susceptibility to spin, especially left-arm spin. One more thing that he's controlled is the so-called inability to play through the spinners, and that's why we've seen the best of him. Joining us, enjoy the game. We'll get more inputs from you later on as well. But just picking up from what Sunny said, especially, let's start with the Troika. Kuldeep especially. We'll start with you, Michael. In the game where South Africa chased 434 against Australia, who did you dismiss? Africa bowled Australia for 47 at Cape Town. Scott Easy showed us all the different gears of batting and yet finishes off the games for his team.
Yeah, he's got that pivotal role, batting at 4, 5, 6, depending on the series.
Win the series is incredible.
In MS Dhoni style, there you go. It is a battle between both the leaders and these teams who are really excited about this build-up, because it's nice way to put it, the rivals. When he heard MSD at the end just saying that the only slight concern that he had, especially with how close the last game got, was his death bowling. Now,
it sounds basic, but execute your plan.
But no, that's the best way to do it. Just execute the plan, and that's probably what our Vimal Damdar player has been doing, and that's Shane Watson. One of the strengths for Chennai Super Kings has been the fact that they have got big hitters that have just kept the pace going, and that's a big one, Michael, actually. The form of Shane.
Informed Shane Watson is an informed CSK.
That's well said, and he's a good mate of yours. You had a chance to speak to him about
yeah,
how
look, he's enjoyed his cricket, I think.
And of course, another opportunity for Faf, because it's the same team. So those two at the top there, we're expecting them to open.
Yeah,
to get Sunil Narayan back to his deadliest best, because they got that Troika of spinners. Let's have a look at our Pale Platina playing 11.
Sorry, Biff.
But I tell you what, that's a good point about going too hard, because Ambati Raidu so far has been a vital cog, hasn't he been, for CSK, whether it's just accelerating at the right time. He's going to enjoy that battle with Piyush Chawla.
Almost in many ways, and you can say I want Narayan to take.
So talk about it earlier as well, how MS has managed to just play out the spinners differently. Now that will be one more challenge for him, won't it? Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see.
Guys that are in form, especially like MSD, are against that sort of attack. Let's find out what the Sahi Hai game plan would be.
So, as a captain, it's a really nice position to be in when, again, like I say, he's had back stiffness, so I'm sure he's not going to every training. That's a good sign. And
we had Faf with us on the show the other day that just said wearing that jersey, he's never seen MS in this sort of zone, and we're all seeing that as fans. I'll go IBVO predictions once again. Now it's day 2 for you. We've eased you.
That Shubman Gill, one of the young stars of Indian cricket, was the guy who did drop it. I hope that he doesn't take that or carry it over into his batting, because he's played with such confidence all the way through, and he's a talented player. But sometimes when you do drop a big player and he goes on and has a part to play, it can linger with you, and you just can't allow that to happen.
Maybe the exuberance of youth will help you have that no-fear attitude. Another thing that we discussed, the matchup rather, was Shane Watson versus Sunil Narayan. Now, it's just the way Watson got himself going.
Boundary.
That expression said it all.
Yeah, and what I like, well, CSK's strength has come about by players who are exceeding what's out of those senior players.
But 35 is the new 25, right?
Well, it looks like a happy team.
When we make predictions, where's your feeling? Is it going with your former team?
Of course.